This ain't the life that we chose, but it's the life that we live in. Know we belong on the top, but we ain't tripping, cause we'll get there in a minute. Yeah, we'll get there in a minute, cause we'll get there in a minute. Know we belong on the top, but we ain't tripping, cause we'll get there in a minute.
Yeah, what's going on? We back. Happy New Year. Season 2. We'll get there in a minute. If you forgot about us, I'm TC. We got my man Kev Fan, the Haitian Asian Muslim, right? Did I say that right?
Asian Muslim.
Come on, bro.
The Haitian Asian Muslim.
How you get a religion and a culture all?
Listen, man.
Kev really is the most racist, non-racist.
We got Das Boot Deezy. Das Boot Deezy. And we got the homie.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. We got Big Fresh on the call. Excuse the delay. We was trying to get some ill cut ups and stuff in the background, trying to take Deezy's money and that he loaned us. How's everybody doing, man? What's going on? How's y'all New Year, man?
New Year was amazing, bro. It was amazing. Sat in the house, ain't had no kids, chilled with the old lady, watched a movie, grown man gifts, all those things,
Okay.
Grown man gifts. It was a great day.
Still in that.
Yeah, that's the butt naked time. That's what he meant. So yeah,
grown man gifts, bro. Grown man gifts. Grown man gifts.
He said butt naked time.
Right away.
I'm just saying, bro. Skin to skin, baby. Skin to skin.
That's the best way to keep warm in the winter, bro. The best way to keep warm in the winter.
Oh shit! Shit's been good, man.
Okay, yeah. What'd you do?
No complaints, man. No complaints. Had the family up. Some good family time. Shout out to all my Zoes. Bon anniversaire.
Here you go.
All my Zoes eating your soup jumu. What
Like
you mean, bro? What you shaking your head for?
I didn't shake my head. I just said, here you go.
I'm shaking my head. This nigga Haitian when it's convenient.
What you mean? It was just the Haitian Independence Day on January 1st.
I'm just saying. You ain't been Haitian the whole season. All of a sudden today, you Haitian.
I mentioned it before, bro. I mentioned it before. I'm Haitian all the time.
You said no.
Bonjour, Creole. Bring any of your Haitian boys on. I bet I speak better Creole than they do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge that.
Yeah, okay.
How
you been, Deezy? How you been?
That was a new year for you.
The army.
Shit, I got like 15 kids, man. You know what I mean? it was just another day for me. I got drunk, play video games, and watch the ball drop on the TV. This shit was sad as fuck. I was on Instagram, everybody having a great time. You talking about no kids? Like, nah, my motherfuckers is running around. Like,
yeah, I was no kids in the crib. I wasn't doing no large gatherings. I don't know if everybody kind of forgot about COVID.
Yeah, I didn't do it like that. We just chilled. Shoot, I saw the ball drop for a half a second. I went back to watching Naruto. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go watch anime. Brought the joint. My dog, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I something about that show, man. He makes me want to go and get it. So
the way he throw his arms back when he run.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just run into the bag like this.
Yeah. And he's about. I'm just listening, man. If y'all like anime, besides it's about a little young kid, man, who's really out here trying to be great. And he a knucklehead.
Where can I find this anime? Trey?
So the first 5 seasons is on Netflix, and then you got to go get Hulu for the next other seasons. It's crazy.
Okay.
And then I'm on
I got other means. That's cool.
So I'm in Shippuden right now, and it's just straight action. It's crazy, but it's yeah, I brought that in the new year, man. Brought that to about 3:00 in the morning.
I'm
Trev
glad you stayed up that late.
Trev just changed Naruto into a hood coming of age classic.
Yo, wow. Make you want to get it. Like,
Just out here
what?
try to get it.
Yo,
Hold on, everybody watch Dragon Ball Z, bro. We all got a commonality. We can all tap in a little bit.
yeah, yo, it's, you know what I mean? It's
Dragon Ball Z was the intro.
yeah, and it's just it's fire, man. It's I'm about to go watch it as soon as we get off this call. Probably sit back, you know what I mean, with the ginger ale, you know, and get it, and get it.
You ever
Speaking
seen
of ginger,
Fist of the North Star yet?
who Fist and who?
Fist of the North Star. That was my first anime experience.
I seen that. I seen a little bit of that. I ain't get into it too deeply, man. Such over here.
I was dope. Sailor Moon. I used to watch Sailor Moon too.
Sailor Moon is serious. Sailor Moon.
Classic.
Yeah, there's you know, I bet One Punch is now as fire for people that know about some anime. One Punch gets busy. You know, there's a ton of them out there. I'm about to start catching up on, man. There's something about the anime.
Like Jesus.
I heard
Black
about
Jesus. Yeah, real.
I'll pick up on that.
Yeah, but I want to get, you know, I want to get up into a little something, man, too. Ginger ale. Ginger ale. We're gonna start this. We're gonna start with straight action right now, man. It's just
Yeah, with insanity.
You know, it's a new year.
Oh man.
It's a new year, and we need to start speaking truth in the new year, man. And we can't keep hiding things just because it is. So we're gonna start it off like this. Ginger ale is the best soda of all time.
Let me hear top three, Trev. We can't just get the one.
Well, number one is ginger ale, right? Gap, followed by number two, Sprite, right?
Okay.
And then three, Coca-Cola, like whatever, you know, whatever you want to go with.
Okay. All right.
And anybody, no debates. I don't think
No. I got a
No,
debate
we got
for
plenty
you.
of debates. Yeah, there's plenty.
It's debate.
I just find it. You just said you're not drinking alcohol anymore, but you just chug down a soda. But
I swig the ginger ale because I don't have kombucha on me for my nightcap.
oh, kombucha.
Yeah.
Kombucha. All right, since we talking soda, I'm gonna go.
Ferment. Drink ferment. I see.
I'm going Welch's Peach.
Number
Welch's
one.
Peach. Yeah.
That's
Welch's Peach soda is the best. Welch's Peach soda. Sunkist Strawberry.
Says you're giving drinks, you're giving sodas you can only have once in a life.
Regional soda.
You said soda.
I can't find it.
Go ahead. It's your choice.
Do they sell them in CNC?
Huh?
Fantasy soda? Like
I'm giving you the name brand.
bum juice?
And what's the
I
third?
would say perfect drink, but Sprite. I'm gonna give you a Sprite.
Sprite saved your list. DZ, what's up? What you got?
Shit. Number one, root beer.
Come on, cuz. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
what?
All right,
Root
see?
beer.
I can't with you, bro.
Root
Okay.
beer. Number one. Name somebody that don't like root beer.
Name somebody who doesn't like ginger ale.
Me. Nobody like who the hell drinks root beer?
Root beer float. There's mad things you can do with it, B.
Root beer float.
Mad thing.
Name two.
Shit, you drink Jameson's root beer. Try it. Thank me later, Kev.
Oh,
All right, root beer.
Fix your face, B. Fix your face, B.
Okay, root beer one.
Root beer number one. Ginger ale number two.
Yes. Okay.
Ginger ale number two.
You know some things.
100% ginger ale number two.
Mhm.
And shit, I gotta go Welch's grapes. You know, not Welch's, but grape soda number three.
Soda, I love it, but it's tough to put in because you can't drink it regularly.
Why not? You drink ginger ale on a regular?
Not as much. You could drink ginger ale when you're sick.
That is false.
It's 100. It's all mental, but yeah, you can.
You can
It does
drink
make you feel better.
Thank you.
You could drink
What?
grape soda when you're sick.
No. But ginger ale, it gives you a little bit more. When your stomach's bubbling a little bit, what do you go to? Go-to drink ginger ale. That's fact.
Ginger ale. Yeah.
Settles your stomach, does it not, Sash?
Yeah.
I go take a shit.
it gotta be that Canada Dry though, because that's the only thing with the real ginger. Can't be drinking that sweat.
Segments is not bad.
Yeah, Seagrams, you mean?
Yeah, how you say it?
Seagrams.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Would you say segments?
Yeah, segments. We call it segments.
Oh shit! One sponsor we ain't gonna get, but
So Kev, what you got? What you got, Kev?
I'm in no particular order. I'm gonna say cola, champagne,
I knew
Sprite,
you was
and
gonna
Dr.
say that.
Pepper.
You fake as hell, man. Take that shit somewhere
I
else. You
don't
ain't
fuck-
Caribbean. You ain't Caribbean. You a
I don't
Mainer, bro.
fuck.
You a
What
Winslow
you
Mainer
mean,
nigga.
bro?
You be a man, nah.
Can't have snowflakes for a tattoo drinking cola
No,
champagne.
fuck.
They don't even go together.
Nah, what
I
you
knew he was
mean,
gonna
though?
say that too.
If you say so. If you say so, bro. If you're talking about best soda, Sprite you can drink with everything, and just I'm just saying.
So I think
Dr. Pepper's up there too.
we're gonna agree.
Ginger ale, yeah.
Ginger ale definitely has some better votes. I think we can agree though. Sesh might have the worst list of them all.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I got the hood list.
Like
I
got the
peach
hood
Schweppes,
list.
yeah. If you can find me a
Actually,
peach
when
Schweppes,
I actually drink-
or peach Welch's, I'll have one. I'll try it.
I'm not drinking no peach Welch. That's disgusting. It's nasty.
Kev, what are you talking about?
Nah.
I'm just saying, I'll try it, bro. The watermelon soda, dead ass soda, the watermelon soda in Florida. I don't know if you ever had that shit. There's some watermelon soda that they make in Florida. That shit's pretty good.
They give
Yeah,
you ginger ale when
really
you're in a
try to
nursing
dump
home.
on root beer, and you saying this insane shit.
It's
Root
like-
beer is terrible.
It's just like when I want to be like, yes, Kev, you're on to something. You just you come with a half court shot. 30 seconds left in the shot clock.
I'm telling you, bro. People that spent time in Florida, they know that watermelon soda is
I
worth it.
lived in Florida for 2 months. I never went and said, nobody ever said, yo, get that watermelon, whatever you just said.
When you was drinking soda as a kid, nobody ran into the corner store, to the bodega, to the Chinese spot and said, "Bro, let me get a ginger ale." Nah, you was trying to get something with some sugar in it, cuz.
Ginger ale is top 2. It's number 1. But as I've grown older and my palate has expanded, I also don't get done burgers anymore. So therefore, I have expanded my palate.
And you eating hummus now. I feel you. That's what happens when you start eating hummus, you know?
I throw it in the hummus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start eating hummus and everything. You say,
Talk about it.
bro. I understand.
I was-
Travis used to put ketchup on his pancakes, man. Grow up, man.
Oh, I wasn't there for that era. What?
That's terrible.
It was a quick error. It was quick. It was young stage, man. Relax. We ain't gonna go there. But yes, I was wrong. Hummus is very good. Hummus is good. I can admit when I was wrong. Hummus is actually very, very good with some carrots. You know, so I'm like Bugs Bunny now. You know, it's gonna be rocking. I
make a pretty good hummus dessert. I'll send it your way one time.
I'm still a little nervous about anything you make, but
You said hummus dessert? You make dessert with chickpeas?
Yeah.
Talk to me. What does this entail?
It's an edible cookie dough. So
Okay.
it's peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough.
What's that got to do with
chickpeas?
hummus?
With chickpeas?
What you mean? It's all chickpeas. It's chickpeas, peanut butter, honey, maple syrup, and your chocolate chips.
You know
What's
what?
so funny, bro?
You just throw a bunch of sugar on something healthy. That's all you did. It's not a dessert. You just
Maple syrup, bro.
you
chocolate
don't like
chips,
hummus.
Peanut butter, maple syrup, and honey. I don't understand.
It's crazy, bro.
Yo, let me
Sounds
take
good.
something I
Okay,
don't
if
like
you say
and
so.
sugar the shit out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I eat
Syrup and honey.
I eat Brussels sprouts. I throw some sugar on it. I throw some bacon on it. Bad butter.
But
That shit be
All right,
popping.
bro.
to Kev's defense, though, Kev's defense, he did say it's a dessert. He said
That
it's
is
a
not
dessert.
dessert. That is just
It's more the health
insanity. Why would you even think,
snack, bro.
yo, let me put some maple syrup and chocolate chips on chickpeas?
And peanut butter. Talking
Yeah.
about
Hold on.
Yeah.
Listen. Wait till you try it, bro. I got you.
I don't need to try it. You could put leaves on it, and it's gonna be good because it's maple syrup, chocolate chips, and peanut butter. Like it's gonna cover the taste of the leaf. It doesn't matter what you dip in that shit. It's good.
Moderation, bro. I'm not saying I'm dumping a whole tub of peanut butter and maple syrup. Healthy snack. It's a healthy snack.
No,
Slightly sweet.
there's nothing healthy about that. That's not healthy.
How? How
What?
is that not healthy? Peanut butter? If you use a natural peanut butter, maple syrup, and honey, what are you talking? That's natural sugars. I don't understand what y'all saying.
It doesn't matter if it's natural. You know how many grams of sugar is in what you just said? That's your daily sugar allowance in one dessert, whatever the shit you call.
About whatever you're making, it's multiple things. It's not like one serving. It's multiple servings. It's like 3 cans of chickpeas. Like what the, I don't understand. Y'all just over here, yo, man, sugar.
Well, okay,
like it's a recipe that you put together, and it's a healthier recipe because again, it's maple syrup, honey, peanut butter, and chocolate chips. Chocolate chips is the only thing in there that's like has some natural cocoa and then some other sugars. What else is everything else is naturally derived sugars, bro?
Kev, syrup's not good for you, family. We can start there.
Processed sugar is not good for you.
No, I said syrup.
Natural sugar. You eat fruit all the time. Maple syrup, bro. Natural maple syrup. I'm not talking about Aunt Jemima's. Like I'm talking about maple syrup.
But you're mixing it with another sugar on top of another.
It's a lot of sugar.
Okay.
So you said it yourself. You didn't. First you said it's a healthy snack, and then you went from healthy till it's healthier. So it's not health. It's healthier than eating just regular cookie dough. Yes, but when it comes to just actual health, no, it's not. It's probably better than eating a cake because it's natural. It comes from a natural source. It's like natural stuff. But no matter what it is, you eat bananas all day, it's going to be bad for you. It's going to spike your sugar levels, and you could get diabetes if you eat a whole bunch of fucking bananas and fruit all day.
I was down for the health. I was down for the hummus dessert until you said a healthy snack. You could have just left it at I make a mean hummus dessert, and I was with it.
All right, Kev. Here's some perspective for you.
It's a healthy snack,
tablespoon. A tablespoon of pure maple syrup is 14 grams of sugar, just for a tablespoon. 14 grams of sugar.
Times that by you're doing more than a tablespoon.
Right?
It's a healthier alternative.
I don't understand what they're saying. Y'all still eating processed sugars and doing all that other shit. So if you're putting this in something that's supposed to be a healthier, like dessert option snack, like I don't see the point.
That's an oxymoron. Healthy dessert.
And nitpicking.
Just you know what I mean. Just eat fruit.
Or to say I make a mean hummus dessert, and nobody was arguing that point.
I was skeptical.
Yeah, over labels. You're here over labels.
And so we're gonna get into another debate that we had. We brought in the New Year debating, so I think we're just gonna kind of keep going in with the New Year debating. I'm gonna go out on a limb because I was by myself on this debate. Friday being the best movie of all time. And I don't even know, this would be a question that hopefully we get to the point where we actually have some people listening or whatever the case may be. It's 3-1 now. And I just want to put this out there. I love Friday. I think it's a classic. It is a top class. But to say it is the greatest movie of all time, in my opinion, is very asinine. Big word right there. I might have messed up segments, but I got asinine on deck. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So and now here's the question I want to pose. How can you rank movies as greatest of all time? Does it have to be in segments? Like, it has to be, is it best comedy, best whatever? Because I'm just not going to be able to sit there and say that Friday is the greatest movie of all time.
Okay, so you had a week to think about it. What you picking over it?
I picked Life over it.
Okay.
This is absolutely debatable. My thing is, when you talk about the greatest movie of all time, it has to check all the boxes. Mm-hmm. The only box I can think of Friday not checking is like a family movie. And if we really wanted to go greatest of all time movies, I would probably say like Home Alone or something like that. Home Alone is like, It checks all the boxes. It's funny. It's a family movie. Only thing, it bridged the gap culturally. Everybody loves Home Alone.
I don't know about bridging the gap culturally. I ain't seen not one brother in the joint, but
yeah, but I'm just.
I go Forrest Gump. If you're going for like a all time, like a universal, like all time great, Forrest Gump. Everybody watches Forrest Gump, bro. I'm just saying. You could go against it if you want. Popular opinion will be on my side. So again, that might not be my choice.
It's a great movie.
I'm putting it out there. Forrest Gump might be up there for most people.
So what's my point?
It's in their top 10.
To go on the hill that night that we were, because y'all was all living and dying on this hill. Can you say a movie is the greatest of all time?
Can I break it down? Can I break it down?
You can have a personal opinion, but then you have to have a realistic opinion. Because you can't say Friday is better than Scarface.
You can.
Why not? Can I break it down? Friday like touches literally every drama. It's comedy, it's drama, it's
romance,
like every single genre in one hood movie. Low budget at that.
I think it's disturbingly the post. It could be arguably a top 10 movie of all time. But then you also have to consider sales of movies. I don't know where Friday is ranked in the box office ever. That's a thing.
So what you're saying is we're gonna relate it to music. If it don't hit Billboard, it's not a great song. So is Kendrick's album worse than Lil Baby's?
I mean, Kendrick's
if we're talking about sales,
Kendrick's album won like the what award? The only rapper to ever do it since Jay-Z. Bad argument. Great's going
I'm
thrive.
saying that's damn. I'm talking like Good Kid, Mad City. Something we really enjoy.
Counting sales, I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I do got to put.
You said box office.
You have to put all of it together, right?
It did well though.
It did. That's what I'm saying.
So, question. So when you start talking box office, you have to start bringing in the budgets of these movies. At the time, this was Cube's first movie.
It was beautiful. I'm not saying. Yeah. I'm just saying it's hard for me to say it's the greatest movie of all time.
I can.
I can. Yeah.
And when I said Life, none of y'all was like.
No, I'm not. It's certain movies that it's like, all right, it's debatable.
But it wasn't debatable at the time when we was arguing. I wish everybody kept saying when I was out there, but back against the wall, and y'all was on me. Kev was throwing some Kev logic, which was who knows what he was. I don't even know if he was on whose side, but you know what side he was actually on. He was just saying some shit. You know what I mean? So, like, there's gonna be people that see this and be like, Friday is not the greatest movie of all time.
Okay, so can we talk about the impact too?
Who?
Can we talk about impact as far as careers afterwards? Can we talk about what it did to every one of the movie's careers?
Okay.
Right.
Let's talk about Chris Tucker, Ice Cube. Let's talk Nia Long. What's his
Bernie Mac?
Yep, Bernie Mac.
The other one just won an Oscar. The young lady just won an Oscar.
AJ, what's his name? Is it AJ Johnson? Ezel.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in that movie just went on to do big things from that little low budget movie. Life already had big greatest.
It might be one of the best trilogies of all time. I can say that.
No. Friday? No. You took it too far. No.
So now Friday trilogy is better than the Batman trilogy?
No.
Are we doing this?
Let's stop.
I said one of.
Let's stop it.
One of.
Don't.
The last Friday was awful. The last Friday movie was dog shit. Like,
you watched it multiple times.
Of course I watched it. I was a kid and it was, and I got it for $5 from the dude in the shopping cart for $5. Of course I'm gonna watch it. Like, I invested in it, but don't make it good.
Look, I'm not saying Friday is not legendary. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to put it as the greatest movie of all time is a tough pill for me to sit there and say yes. Is it impactful? Yes. Did it do great things? For sure. Is it a legendary movie? Is it a classic? Every single one of those things. Is it the greatest movie of all time? I'm not going to do that. I can't.
So it sounds like we're echoing similar conversations, fellas.
No.
Like, what's the difference between legendary and greatest of all time? It's like we're going back and forth here. It's just like we're touching on some things. I like it, but I'm just saying it's we got to figure it out. We got to get some definitions. We need some bold print.
And, okay, bold print. Let's talk about it. When we're talking legendary, love it, Kev. We get into it already. So legendary, in my opinion, is something you've left something, right? People are gonna remember you regardless. There's gonna be talks of you having, or maybe at your run, you were the best, right? There was man, but you had to sustain that run, right? The greatest of all time is there's always gonna be a debate. So for me to say, nah, it's not a debate, it's crazy. But there is concrete evidence of every box checked that even on certain things that matter. So there could be a rapper with lyrics, for example. We're going to take it to music. He might be like, I'm the greatest lyricist of all time. But if you can't put a song together, we can't sit there and put you only in one category. So when we're talking greatest of all time, you got to check every box. And legendary is like, yo, I was close. I made an impact. I was doing some things. My name is going to be remembered. I'm one of the greats, but I'm not the greatest of all time. Like the greatest of all time. Okay. The greatest number is number one. It's 1A. Like it's that.
Okay, so Drew, I got an example. Drew Hill is legendary, but Boyz II Men is greatest of all time.
Wow. Session's not liking that.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just saying.
Talking about his cousin.
Like I've been listening to some '90s R&B. That's how I'm seeing it. You in music. I just wanted to keep in the same vein.
I just think greatest of all time.
I don't think Drew Hill belongs in the same category as Boyz II Men anyway. So this is a crazy.
That's wild.
We said legendary and go.
Is Drew Hill legendary? They're pretty good. Legendary? I'm not going legendary.
Yeah. See. I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna be quiet, man. This is something. You know what? When this is what they told me. When you argue with a fool, they don't know who's who. So I'm just gonna let him go ahead and get that off. I'm gonna let him get that off.
So Drew Hill is legendary.
I was with Kev somewhat on Boyz II Men. It was like I felt like he was coming for me. He was looking for a reaction, so I didn't react. So but I agree for the most part. Boyz II Men is they up there. It's like Jodeci. It's like Jodeci level. But to say Drew Hill isn't legendary is fucking asinine. It's asinine. And I said I wasn't gonna respond to that. I said I wasn't going to respond to that, but
I think Cisco kind of belongs in legendary more than Drew Hill does.
Huh? Okay.
People are gonna know. Okay, if you're gonna talk legendary, right, versus GOAT status, or whatever. When you're talking legendary, there's gonna be more people that remember Cisco than actual Drew Hill
because of the thong song,
which is legendary.
Okay. So we're talking about. This is where like when you start talking like mainstream shit and you're talking about like I'm talking about the culture. When I talk about I'm just talking about when I say especially, all right, let's take it back to Friday. Friday started off as like a cultural. It's a cult movie. And it's like it's a cult movie to the point where it's nobody in our culture you're gonna ever hear to say Friday wasn't good. No one. It has now transcended that and broke the barriers. If you smoke any kind of weed or anything like that, it's that kind of movie.
I can honestly say I know somebody specifically that does not think Friday is that good.
And do you listen to their opinions a lot?
Honestly, unfortunately, I have to. She's my mother.
No.
I'm probably about that.
It ain't so.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty sure we go hit up. She don't like Friday. or doesn't care?
That's actually surprising.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
well, it's a very small percentage. Let's get more. It's a very, very small percentage of people, and it's always it's an exception to every rule.
I
It's an
think
exception
legendary.
to every
Though,
rule.
I think legendary is something like, okay, so for example, we're talking Drew Hill, and you know when you play old classic songs, classic legendary songs, right? For the kids, your kids to know when you're listening to. This is maybe just me. I kind of know DZ and I kind of know Kev. They ain't really playing Drew, like the kids after us ain't remembering Drew Hill, because you know how when we would clean the house, your parents, there were certain songs that you know. Drew Hill ain't that group.
Oh, I don't get what you're saying.
So okay, so
I don't get what you're saying.
you know how certain songs that are always going to be songs that will played, or certain groups will always be played, passed down, right? Like we didn't really grow up with Jodeci playing like as kids, right? Jodeci wasn't a song that we like groups we wanted to hear. Like so, you brought them up. Boys and Men, those were older people, but we know those songs.
Yeah.
Hill's not something now that we're going to play. Like, dang, remember this? Maybe for you because you know you got it's sentimental, but people we ain't going back and playing Drew Hill. Drew Hill don't even make wedding songs. Like they don't even make the like when you get married, they don't even make the cut for weddings.
Neither does Jodeci.
People know Jodeci more than Drew Hill, still to this day.
Like what people are we talking about? The same people who know Jodeci know Drew Hill.
Yeah. And
I'm confused. That's why I had
play
to
a lot of Drew Hill in my crib.
Beauty's
Played it a lot.
You're talking about songs that was passed down to us.
Now people playing Jodeci. Okay, Jodeci's legendary and Friday is the greatest movie of all time. This is insane.
Jodeci ain't legendary?
No, not Jodeci. I mean Drew Hill. Drew Hill's legendary. My fault. Jodeci's legendary. We can't just keep throwing legendary people in that don't belong, right? You know, they had a very good career, but they ain't making the Hall of Fame, fam. They're not doing it.
What other groups are you putting over?
What other groups? I was just gonna say that. What other groups?
I'm confused.
B2K.
What other legendary groups are you talking about? R&B groups. We're talking about R&B right now.
B2K.
112. No, 112 wasn't better than. Come on, bro. Like
112 wasn't better than Drew Hill.
Drew Hill had beef with whatchamacallit, what's the dude's name? Jagged Edge. They had beef for real. But I don't know if they legend.
So who? Okay.
I love Drew Hill though.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm be biased.
Okay. Who am I gonna put over Drew Hill? I'm gonna put Jackson 5.
That's unfair. We talking R&B. They're not R&B. They're pop.
All right. We're gonna go TLC. We're gonna go TLC.
Okay.
Come on, man.
SWV over. I might go. TLC is different, but SWV might be up there.
Over TLC?
Let's change the
topic. I'm tripping.
This is getting really insane. I got a battle for your Boys to Men, new edition.
I'm gonna kill Drew Hill right now. Hold on, let me just say Destiny's Child.
That's still pop though.
They're like pop.
They're not.
Yeah, okay.
They're not R&B. He's talking like strictly R&B, legendary R&B shit. So your Drew Hills, your Jagged Edges, like people who are crooning, like crooners.
Okay, Bell Biv
not
DeVoe.
like Survivor. Bell Biv DeVoe. BBD's great.
Okay.
Blackstreet's a good one, really good one. Teddy Riley's legendary, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think the catalog's there. I don't think the catalog's there to match up.
With what?
With who?
With Drew Hill.
Man,
have you heard Blackstreet? Like, do you even know who we talking about?
No, not Blackstreet. I'm talking about. I thought Bell. I didn't think Bell Biv DeVoe had that many albums. I didn't think they would have had the catalog to stay with them.
Something like Drew Hill.
At least 3.
They have a couple. Yeah, they got a couple.
I mean, and Bell Biv doesn't.
They probably do.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much Drew Hill has. They have 3 or 4.
and we're gonna and
to that I'll legit listen to.
thank you.
I'll say that. I'll say that.
So what does that mean though?
I'm not saying to me. I think they were very good, right? I think they were very good, but I'm not. So like there's people that had very, very good careers. All right, let's take it to football since we're talking about legendary and GOAT status, right? There's people that had like really, really good careers. Maybe even maybe made some Pro Bowls in their career.
Dan Marino.
No. I'm not talking about Chip because Dan Marino. And this is what I'm getting to, right? They balled. They did what they had to do. They made some Pro Bowls. We got maybe an All Pro here, maybe a couple All Star games, right? You know what I'm saying? But when you look back, and are they gonna make it to the Hall of Fame?
All right, I got something for you, T. You ready?
I'm not putting them in the Hall of Fame, but I'm gonna give them, All Stars. They made a splash. They were, you know what I'm saying? They had a chance maybe to get a ring in there, but they didn't. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going in the Hall of Fame. I'm not doing that. I'm not ready to.
So Sean, you ready, T? Sean Taylor is legendary, and Ed Reed is the GOAT.
Oh my God. But you can't. That's technicality, though. That's technicality. The man lost his life. Like, this is downright disrespectful. This is disrespectful.
Understood.
Go somewhere.
Understood.
Jesus.
Understood. I didn't think that one all the way through.
We know.
So let's say,
wow.
Hold on. What's the?
Yo, rest in peace to that man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Earl Thomas? You going Earl Thomas?
Yeah.
Earl Thomas
was legendary. He's legendary. I don't know if he's there yet for Hall of Fame, but
okay, yeah, but you're giving easy layups, right? With Earl Thomas and Ed Reed, that's a layup. Ed Reed is the greatest safety of all time, in my opinion. And
okay, so I'm laying it out right now. Like, Earl Thomas hasn't quite cemented himself to be one of the greatest safeties of all time, but within our era and what we know about football, he is a legendary safety within this time. So yeah. I'm just like putting it within that perspective.
Yes, but even still, with that being said, Earl Thomas is probably going to the Hall of Fame. So we're talking about Hall of Fame, right? 100%. So when I look at it, let's look at and this, I don't want to disrespect too much Drew Hill, right? I'm trying to think of
the damage is done. The damage is done. Go ahead though. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm trying to think of it as, all right, let's look at a.
Nah, get your shit off. You already set us up. Nah, you got to go with it.
They came in hot. Like, Drew Hill came in hot, had a splash. It was almost like Jason Kidd White Chocolate.
These are like, this is the thing, right?
Drew Hill White Chocolate?
Bro, it is insane, bro. You're talking about Drew Hill as if they had like 2 hot songs and that was it, bro. It's insane to me, bro.
Jason, did White Chocolate change the game in some ways with some passes? You know, it was a killer for a little bit.
He did not, bro.
What? You don't know who I'm talking about then. 55?
I know exactly who you're talking about. He was hot. It was hot because he was a white boy.
No, and he was the first one that did the elbow pass in the basketball game. A lot of no lookers. He
brought some and one skills.
Made a lot of games. Went to the playoffs. Was competitive with the Kings. Like, they was doing their thing. But we're not gonna put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yo, he called him Jeremy Lin. That's crazy, Trey.
Follow up. Like, that's not what I'm going with.
Yo, he's coming next with that. You remember Linsanity?
Yeah, like this is insane. Like,
that's where it's going. That's where it's going.
Okay, better comparison. Like they're like Derek Fisher. The Derek Fisher.
Oh gosh.
He's legendary.
This is the thing.
Derek Fisher not legendary. Answer that question.
He is.
He ain't going to the Hall of Fame though.
But we were talking about Drew Hill's a legendary group.
Legendary R&B group.
I didn't say they was the greatest. I didn't say they were the greatest R&B group of all time. I didn't even say they were top 5. What I said that they were legendary. Drew Hill is absolutely a legendary group. You put on their greatest hits, you're going to let it rock the entire time. especially anybody, and especially in our age range.
Tell me
No,
what you want.
you don't make a slow jams playlist without putting Drew Hill, especially in the 90s. Come on, cuz, come on, stop. 5 Steps, Beauty. Come on, man. Come. These were the times.
Yeah.
You gotta stop.
So
Yeah.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Okay, you know, you might have skewed my opinion a little bit. They're on the fringe of legendary.
no fringe. Talking fashion
Man.
on the fringe.
But this is a good question, though. I think that, and this is a good thing, and I want to, and Kev segued it into earlier, but like, yo, so many things we want to say is legendary just because they might have a couple of good moments.
But what
but this is me taking it away from the Drew Hill side of things.
100%.
This is actually going into deeper between that, right? We're so quick to call things legendary off of a few moments. No, maybe it was a legendary moment, right? But they're sports wise or whatever the case may be, they're really not as legendary as we think, and that is why people, in my opinion, go off the AWOL or they get these created egos because we're so quick to call something legendary when it's really just a legendary moment. And that's why people don't live up to the legendary status they could get to. So and maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys could think differently, but what is the difference? What really is legendary? What really is legendary?
I see your point. I think it's the sustained great, like the consistency within the like longevity, I guess. Like doing it at a high level for an extended period of time. So yes. I think that's where you can kind of set the bar apart is like where the drop off is.
And I think looking into it from sports wise, and you know, for example, I was arguing with one of my mans the other day, as far as somebody was trying to say that Josh Allen is better than Aaron Rodgers this year.
What?
This year, yes. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This year. And I think because all of a sudden you have one legendary moment, or for his case, a year, people don't understand when you keep doing sustained greatness over a long period of time, it begins to look average. And this is why we have to be careful with saying something is legendary or X, Y, and Z. The conversation before is just what led it into what it led it into, but I really think we just really think about how we even choose what is legendary, man. How do you even get to legendary? So
yeah, I'll give Josh Allen top 5, but over Aaron, that's nuts. I would never argue someone like saying that shit. Top 5 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To me, legendary is nothing but an adjective. So you just add legendary to whatever you're trying to explain. And only thing to me, legendary is just something that stands the test of time. So it's something that no matter when you look at it, it's still going to be great. Mm-hmm. So like you said, it can be a legendary moment is legendary. So if I say that was legendary and I'm talking about a moment, it's legendary. If I'm talking about a player, I'm talking about a player that's going to stand the time. So if we're talking about a legendary player, it means if I look at Gale Sayers now, if I look at film of Gale Sayers now, you realize, oh, he was cold. He was cold. But if I look at somebody else, I don't know. I can't think of a name off the top of my head, but you know, if you look at like old basketball clips or something like that, and they out there playing, everything is uniform, and you like, yeah, possibly, mm-hmm. But like, nobody's gonna say Jerry West is. I can say he's legendary, like looking at him and seeing like how his impact on that time, but like I'm not gonna compare Jerry West to LeBron James.
Hell no, he's the logo too.
So it all depends, man. It all depends. It's all relative. It's all relative to depends on what you're talking about, and that's the thing. We say all it is debate. It's debate criteria, and it's everybody's.
It is debate criteria for sure, and I hate to my bad for cutting you off on that, but isn't legendary something that at least for you're setting the bar next, right, to be great? And I think we've said it. We throw legendary around. There's no bar that's actually set anymore. There's no standard. So when you go back to Jerry West, he set the standard to be passed. I don't know when it was necessarily passed, you know, to what Magic and then maybe, you know, Bill Rupp, like, but that is legendary. There was something that people had to look up and say, man, I got to beat that. Now we just say, you get to X, Y, and Z, or you make a hit song, or you drop 50 points in the game, or you happen to score 2 touchdowns, you're a legend. And then you can't reproduce that. You can't sustain it. What really is the impact you left? And I think that just goes on in the business world, you know, and in the sports world or whatever the field you're in. But you might have this good moment and we try to hold on to it like it's some legendary thing when you're supposed to keep doing that over time and time and time again. And then eventually you look back and there's people trying to pass that bar set.
So, all right. So can you do something that is legendary, that's deemed legendary, but you not in yourself be legendary?
And this is why we asking the question. I don't know, but I want.
I think you can. I think Linsanity.
You can have a performance. You can have a moment. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. DZ made a Linsanity. He had a legendary moment. Not legendary player. Not a legendary person. Maybe actually he might be legendary because he did a little spurt for something so long and he had a crazy story, which is now he's going to be legendary for. But really, there's people that had that same exact story and did way better, but because, you know, whatever the case you want to call it, now it's legendary and he ain't even playing.
It's just the era. We're in a microwave era. If he would have did that 5 years sooner, it wouldn't have been a legendary performance. It's just the era we in with social media, and you know, Linsanity was a sizzle word. So then that travels around, so everybody picks up on it, so everybody's focused on it. So that's what made it legendary. It's just the era. Like dude who was balling in the bubble. What's his name?
Yes. Boy from the Pacers.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, and that's the point.
TJ Warren.
Yes. Legendary run. But will he do that this season? Sustain that? Who knows? Probably not. But it was a legendary moment for him.
And I think that's what I'm trying to get to. And the point I want to get to is, let's get used to changing what we think as legendary, not moments, right? Anybody can really get that legendary moment at any time, right? I truly believe that. But let's get out of what DB just said, the microwave era, right? The crowning of whatever. Let's sustain a run, right? Let's sustain it. Let's do it again, and then set it again.
I agree with that. I don't think we more so need to change what we deem as legendary. I just think we need to add some more context to it. Like if you're talking about a legendary moment, you need to say, all right, that's a legendary moment, and Jeremy Lin's legendary, or whatever it is. But to get back to the root cause of this, I'm saying Drew Hill is legendary. But let's get back to sport.
We'll get back to square one, and that's what like we always want to talk. Like we had our fun, our moments, laughs, jokes, all this stuff, right? But now we got to make sure we got let's be the inspiration part of this now, man. So like let's get anybody who's listening. It's like what are we living for, right? What are we doing? You know what I mean? If we're gonna get there in a minute, then we got to be legendary with what we do, right? We might have a run and somebody listen to us this one time. Now we got to repeat that where they want to come back. And we gotta do it over again. So that's what I want. If anybody's listening, is let's live to be legendary and repeating that greatness over and over. Because there's times, right? We want it. We have a legendary moment. I do it sometimes, and I live on it. And I'm feeling myself on it, and then I can't repeat. And then now we're going back down. We're taking 10 steps back when we don't have to. Unless we could just be like, that was a legendary moment. I want to be legendary. So I got to do it again. I got to set a new standard. That's that's just the mindset that I think that I'm on with it, and just all right, we deal with kids, right? We deal with youth, we deal with adults. I'm like, let's be legendary.
I want people to be consistent.
But consistent is legendary.
No, consistent is consistent.
Which would lead to what?
It could help you get to you have to be consistently legendary to be legendary.
Mm-hmm.
I just want people to be consistent.
But that's the hardest thing to be. Now we talking.
That don't make it legendary. You can be consistently average.
Yeah, exactly. I just want you to be consistent.
Right.
But you could be consistently average, okay, and depending on what you feel, that might be okay because everybody's not gonna make it to the point where it's just you're this big person, you're this big icon, right? But if you could be consistently average in what you're doing, you're gonna be legendary to somebody.
Okay, is Alex Smith legendary to you?
That's you hit me on that. You shut me up. You shut me up. I got nothing to say.
Yeah.
I want everybody to be who they are. I just want you to I want to cut through the bullshit. For me, just be consistent, like across the board. If you are average person, be average. There's nothing wrong with being average. I just want to know who you are. I want to be able to look at you and not have to cut any cards to try to figure it out. Like given, that's like I'm talking about perfect world. That's never gonna happen. But consistency is what I'm looking for in people. I don't want you to when I meet you, I want you to be the person you say you are. And I don't want it to switch up anywhere in between when I meet you until when we part ways. I wanted to be consistent. I want even.
That's hard though. Because some people look at life like in order to get where you want to go, you gotta, kind of act the part even before you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I'm gonna be consistent, like if I'm not consistently doing this, then I'm Alex Smith. I'm just gonna be here, and that's all you're gonna get is what you see. So it depends on in what aspect you're talking. If you're talking who I am as a person, like, all right, that's different than who I want to be and what my goals are in the next 5 to 10 years.
Exactly.
Is it though?
Yes.
It is.
I'm not sure. I can't say
because
that.
he could be because and I hate to use Alex Smith as an example, because he's a professional football player. He's at the pinnacle. He's 1%, right? But as DZ's saying, his profession, right? We have to just talk about what it is. He's average. So, but what you're talking about is he could be everything you just said. That doesn't make him necessarily great or legendary in his position of football. So, does that make sense, Fresh?
It does.
Just look at it like this, Sesh. You met me 13 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're just showing ages out here.
Am I the same DZ I was when you met me as I am now?
Yes.
I'm the same DZ.
For the most part, yeah.
You better, and that means you better elevate, boy. You ain't get your game up, boy.
I mean, that's not what that means. I know. When I say DZ's the same person, personality-wise, DZ is the
like
same
he's had
person.
a constant. Yeah, I see.
DZ is the same person. Personality-wise, DZ is the same person that I was when I met him. He wanted to be a entrepreneur when I met him. Everything about him said entrepreneur. He was what he said he wanted to be was how it was consistent with his behaviors. It was consistent.
Self-driven. Yeah.
Whether it be
things though, we're talking about one character and one in your role as a profession.
No, I just want you to be consistent. If you say you want to be an entrepreneur, I want you to show me that you want to be an entrepreneur. I want you to be consistent with that. That doesn't mean you don't grow. Just be consistent with what you're saying you want to be.
That fucked me up.
So, Trev.
That really didn't go how I thought it was going to go. Like, that fucked me up just now.
He came with it. He flipped it.
I see what he's saying. That constant. Yeah, that constant.
Like, it's the same thing. You're a human being. You're going to have your flaws. Everybody's going to have their flaws. But at the same rate, you're going to elevate. Trev, you're the same dude I met when we was back in the day. Kev is the same dude I met. Yes, you elevate, but it's the same shit. You say you want to be the best. You want to be the best at coaching. You're the best coach I've seen. Like I'm just saying. It's like you gotta be what you want to. You gotta be what you want to say. Like whatever you say you want to be, you gotta be that to actually get there, and you have to be consistent with it.
Sorry, I'm just laughing thinking about the first time I met Kev.
We'll get there. That's the whole episode in itself. That's the whole episode in itself.
No, I'm snitching. Yo, when I tell you Like, Trev was like, yo, we going to this party. I see the biggest dude in the party standing on top of it. It must have been a table or something, screaming, woo! Pouring alcohol on people. And I said, what the fuck? Like, the fuck is he doing?
I might remember that.
Yo, super lit. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Yo, that's just Kev. That's Snacks. He enjoying life. All right, I see that.
He's still enjoying life, making chickpea desserts. Kev is the same guy, bro.
Yo, the
He's
range
the
is
same
crazy.
The same guy. I can make
I
parallels.
can't.
I can make
I
parallels,
can't.
bro.
I can't, bro.
You were who
Champagne
you were
showers
before you
to
got
healthy
here.
desserts. Yo, this guy is amazing.
Yeah, Kev's kind of his own. He's got his own world, man. There's a couple of times in that the rarity of what Kev does. If you know Kev, the rarity of that I am jealous of how he actually lives in his own bubble. Like, it's an art. I don't like, and you guys will, more and more you guys will get to know Kev and his personality, whatever that is. We still don't know his own bubble, his own world. And it's special.
Yeah, you have to try. You have to try. You have to try to be this separate from the mainstream. I don't mind though.
These people need to know. In an apocalypse, it's gonna be Kev and roaches. Telling you. And he gonna find a way to eat off of them. Like, he gonna eat them, so Kev gonna outlive the roaches too. Like, Kev is here. Kev is here for the long run.
Oh shit!
Healthy hummus.
I almost fell off my chair, bro.
Last question before we wrap it up. Why is it so hard to be consistent?
I think this is my thoughts. I think it's hard to be consistent because you got so many other things out there like influencing what you think you want to be. And I've dealt with it. Everybody, like, I don't know, I can't speak for y'all, but like, you see something, especially like social media the social media era.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see somebody doing this and that, and you feel like, okay, I need to be that. That's what success is, or whatever it is, and you kind of negating what your calling is, or what it is that you actually want to do, and you're trying to you get caught up in following a trend and not like walking in what your purpose is and whatever your superpower may be. But I say that's probably why people can't stay consistent.
Now, before I let everybody else talk about that and think about that, you said something that was interesting. Superpower. How can you be consistent if you don't know your superpower?
I think we all do. I think we all do know our superpower. It's just, sometimes it don't seem sexy. It's not what it might not be what the masses deem as sexy. So we try to connect with something that might not be us.
So what's up, Kev? You know, you got the illest superpower of all, that you were just out of touch with the world.
But I found ways to connect with people. Though I'm a people person in the weirdest ways.
And that is your superpower.
I may not be with the mainstream, but I can find a way to have a conversation with a CEO of a company, a president of a college, or the person that picks up the trash or cooks the food in the mess hall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to flow within those registries quite easily. Just because I genuinely enjoy getting to know people. So,
and I want to double down on that, right? Because it's so true about you, right? Because everybody I meet that meets you is infatuated by you, right? There's no facts. It's wow, he's such a great person. He's this and that, and me knowing him, what my guys, I love him, right? I have to lie, right? Kev is I hate Kev. Like, I actually hate Kev. These people like, what? Like, you're so lucky to be friends with him. Like, he's such a great guy. Have you ever really talked to him? Get to know his views. He won't leave you like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, no. this all the time. But that's all I wanted to say. Man. You are true. You are loved. But I can't. I hate you. But go. It's insane. It actually makes me so mad. But go ahead.
I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about.
I have to lie. You're crazy.
Can't give him too much of the real kid.
Yeah, bro. We family at this point, man. It's too much.
Exactly.
So real quick, man. We can't end without going off on the weekend picks. Who y'all got?
Oh wait, we gotta hold on. Don't cut these, y'all. Dang.
Damn, you consistent, huh?
You are consistent out of the
You right. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. My bad, DZ.
You leave the transitions alone, man. You had one. Don't mess it up. There you go. He's at the shot clock. He was hot when he hit that first one, right? This is like the basketball game scenario. Then Kev feels himself
trying to hit the turnaround.
Bird drops.
So DZ, man, why is it so hard to be consistent? You know,
I think adaptability kind of throws a monkey wrench in consistency.
Ooh, talk to me.
Like Sesh fucked me up with my mindset of being an entrepreneur, right? But what I wanted to be an entrepreneur in 07 and 08 is different than the entrepreneurship I want to be involved in now. So where what I was doing back then, I was ahead doing this. I had to actually take a step back, go into debt to get on track to start progressing in that way. You know what I'm saying? So like I went from, let's say, being up 50 to being down 75, you know what I mean, to going back to being up, 35, 40.
Free game right now if y'all ain't tuning in. So listen up, people. Talk about it.
You know what I mean? So it's all about adapting. Like, you don't want to, you see yourself doing good here, but you're like, all right, sustainability wise, that's not it. Let me go see this. So I need to make sacrifices because I want to be this and I see myself doing that. Boom, 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 boom. So that's just
consistent with who you are.
That's fire right there. That's free game. But question, talk about adaptability. Did you have that long-term vision, or were you able to adapt your vision within your adaptability of what that vision looked like?
I changed my whole vision. That's why even the way I sound from 13 years ago to now, like when I was in New York, every other word was son. Like I used to get made fun of for that. It was son, 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 son. Now, if I don't speak proper English, like it feels weird to me. Like when people say conversate, that shit bothers me. It's not conversate, it's converse. So it's like I'm talking to a different type of people, and I can't turn that off unless I'm with y'all behind closed doors and we drinking. Like some of that shit comes out, but like even the way I speak, everything has changed. But like the mindset didn't change. Like I want to be successful. I want this. I want to be able to leave my kids with this. But the goals changed, and attitude changed, and the road to it changed. So everything pretty much changed, but the mindset, success. Only thing consistent.
Well, shout out to you, man, because I need to start going into the office and saying, yo, and what up? Clearly, I'm doing something wrong. That's the first step. You know what I mean? I'll be up in there. People say, hey, what's up? You know what I mean?
You in a different lane than I am.
I'm just trying to be a guy wearing a hoodie.
Boss, I'm a worker. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Here we go. Now this.
I'm just trying to keep up, man. That's it.
Yeah. So we're gonna transition. Since Kev wanted to jump on it, we're gonna give you the alley oop, Kev. Or Steph, you want to follow up with anything, man? You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. Not really. I don't know, man. It's the yin and the yang. More like I know consistent is not changing. What I was saying more consistent was more like who you like core. Yeah. Your core. I think your core doesn't change. Yes, like you may speak different, you're gonna elevate and all that stuff, but who you are as a person, you like I said, you were who you were before you got here.
Yeah.
Free
So
game.
Yeah.
Free game
That's true.
segment. Free game
That's true.
segment. Free game, man. We gotta get
For
always
sure.
got a free game. Yeah, Kev, lead us off, man. Who's playing, doing what? Let's pick it out. Let's go. Thug it out, Kev.
Bet. So wild card weekend, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
We got Colts and the Bills. Who y'all got? We're just gonna go game by game.
Can we leave out the layups? Like, if anybody picking the Colts, don't talk football. Please.
I'm picking the Colts.
I'm just saying, bro.
You
See?
picking the Colts.
Picking the Colts.
Why?
I got the Bills.
I think Phillip Rivers needs to win a playoff game. He hasn't done it in a long time.
You think Phillip Rivers needs to win a playoff game, so that's why they're gonna win.
They also have a decent team. Like, it's gonna be a game. I'm not. The Bills aren't gonna trash it.
I do.
Say it again.
I think it's gonna be a better game than people think. I think I'm interested to see Josh Allen now really get busy in the playoffs or not. Like he's had a dominant year. I think he's still really good, and I think he will continue to be good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to see what those lights is about. You know what I'm saying?
Did he make the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, he probably should. He was up for MVP. Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Josh Allen was up for MVP?
I'm sure.
He's got to be in the conversation of MVP.
Yeah, he's balling.
Yeah, he's killing. Like, he's lights out. So it's just going to be interesting with a vet like Phillip Rivers, who this is his and then I say this to say this, man. Phillip's legacy, we talk about legacy and legend, it's kind of on the line.
Jesus Christ. Yo, anybody thinking it's a close game, I got money on it's going to be more than a 10-point win. Anybody. This ain't Rudy, Trev.
Okay,
this ain't
I'm
Rudy,
taking
Trev.
the Bills,
I
but
know,
I
I know
might
you
go in
watching
on that one.
Y'all niggas watch the little Giants and think like, yo, this should happen. Like, you know, I'm rooting for him. That's cool. Like I'm rooting for Phillip too. But realistically,
I'm not a big gambler, but I might throw 10 on that bet.
Yeah, me too. I think the Bills gonna win.
I think the Bills will win, but I'm not going by 10 points, wild card playoffs, man. Anything can happen there.
10 points. Kev, you in? All right. So I got 10
Yeah.
You in? So I got 10 to each of you. That's $30 for me. Okay, cool.
You know what? I'm not even gonna do money, man. By 10 points, yo. Check me out. You know me. I like to bet different ways, man. I don't like giving the money. So whoever wins this bet, man, the chicken and waffles is on them.
But there's 4 people, and there's only 2 sides.
Nothing to do with. I'm talking about me and you bet.
Oh, bet. Yeah. Bet that.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Bet that. Come on.
Josh
Allen, the Stephon Diggs, they have nobody to come on. All right, cool. Next pick.
Okay.
I can't.
10 points.
So, Rams and Seahawks. Who y'all got? Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. Russell Wilson got that experience. It doesn't matter who they got at quarterback. Their defense is good, but Russell Wilson gonna come through.
I'm going with the Rams. I don't think it's a chance the Seahawks get out of here alive. Their defense is Swiss cheese, and the Rams defense gonna have Russell Wilson trying to be superhero, and I don't think he can. And they got somebody who can match up with DK Metcalf, baby.
You sure you want to pick that before you know Goff's health status? He might not play.
Yep.
Okay.
Only because the Seahawks defense is just not good.
Yeah,
they're very bad.
As of late, they're fine. Now that they got healthy, they're fine.
I hear what you're saying. I just think, hopefully Goff status is coming back, but what they do anyway, they're going to be a bunch team anyway. It's not like Goff goes into a spread offense and, McVay's got them dudes doing some certain sets. They got receivers who block. And they're not going to go they're not down the field team anyway, so they're going to get their dink and dunk, and they're going to make you score the ball. And I don't think with that defense that you can score the ball at will.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. They're not going to play out of character. They're going to bunch it, play action, dink, dunk, take a shot.
Who'd you go with, Sesh? I don't think I heard your pick.
I would go Rams. If Goff's playing, I'm going to Rams.
I'm going Rams.
That's why I'm literally looking it up right now to see if
I'm going Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks either way.
No, I'm going Seahawks. Golf is out.
I hope, in all honesty, yeah, we'll just, okay, cool. Seahawks. Next game, Bucks. Yep. So next game, late night game, Bucks and Washington. I got the Washington football team.
Wow.
God.
Yeah,
I'm going for it.
You seen that too?
Bucks are inconsistent.
I'm saying that.
They're inconsistent.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going for it.
I'm going.
They're playing for something. They're playing for something. DC done been through some shit.
Can we get another bet?
Listen, DC done been through some shit. They got some weight on their shoulders. They playing with some heavy.
They got in because the Eagles tanked. They weren't even going to win the game versus the Eagles with their startings. Do you want another $10 bet on this one?
I'm not betting that one.
I'm with it, bro.
I don't.
All right,
I don't
so
trust
Cam,
that
I got
one.
20 with Kev. This is ridiculous. You gotta realize the Bucks are inconsistent. Like they were figuring out who they are with a million weapons. Tom Brady got Antonio Brown a bonus because he wanted to.
Well, my thing is,
okay.
This is my thoughts. Whenever Tom Brady gets pressure on him, it doesn't fare well for that team. Especially when he, and that's arguably the best defensive line in the NFL this year.
It's arguably.
I don't, and that often, and obviously the Bucs' offensive line hasn't been that great. If they can't run the ball and they're getting pressure on Tom Brady, it's going to be a different game.
Wait, what? The Bucs' offensive line ain't great?
No.
How many sacks they give up?
So.
Please Google how many sacks they gave up all season.
I'm not Googling that, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know. It's not that many. The Bucs' offensive line is fucking great. It's great. I mean, you right with the offensive front because the Giants showed you if you get Tom Brady uncomfortable, it is what it is. But son, they have too many weapons.
I've just seen their inconsistencies in the year. Their inconsistencies have been when they've getting pressure on him. He can't throw the ball. When he can't drop back and throw the ball. So I assume that the offensive line isn't that great. Okay. Isn't as great as what you're making it out to be.
Okay.
So that's my.
They've given up 22 sacks. That's like run of the mill.
22 sacks. So that's what 1.3 sacks a game.
It's like middle. It's like middle of the pack.
Who else? Is that it?
No, we got Sunday.
Yeah, that's it for Saturday. So first game of the day on Sunday, we got the Ravens and the Titans. I'm going with Henry boys. Derrick Henry and them boys. Titans.
Oh, yeah. I got them.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Ravens.
I think Lamar Jackson got it together. You could say a down year or whatever we want. I've said a down year. The boy came back in this second half of football and showing you, don't forget. And they're figuring it out, and he still hasn't thrown his end zone throwing stuff is crazy right now. I'm going Ravens. I think they're hearing all the talk. I think they're hearing all the stuff that they don't got a chance, and they're gonna come play.
I got Titans.
Reasons?
I think they can't stop Derrick Henry for one, because the game is going to be in Tennessee. So you don't have no snow or no conditions slowing them down. And I think they're going to dare Lamar Jackson to throw the ball. And when you put him in that kind of situation, it's not going to happen. Lamar had a great second half of the year, but who did he play?
Okay, then.
Okay. They're going to dare him to. Huh?
I said, who did he play? That he really damn, he threw he had a couple good passes, couple great passes, but cool. He's not lighting the team up.
No, I'm not saying he's going to light the team up. Passing, whatever. But this is my thought. My thoughts is this isn't the same defense that they faced when they played the Titans the first game, and the Titans barely beat them the first time. You had two of your best defensive linemen out, and this is a total, far as running the ball, I'm going to say the Ravens are the best team running the ball in the NFL.
Because of Lamar Jackson.
All right.
And J.K. Dobbins is pretty good too.
I don't.
They might not be one, but they might be number two.
Yeah.
Number two's coming up somewhere.
Who would you say is number one?
Browns.
As far as running backs wise, running the ball, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because, what you call it? Chubb and
They got
Chubb
two former NFL leading rushers. Yeah.
They're killing right now. They put the ball at
I think
Baker's hand and said, run, play action. But go ahead. Who else we got?
We'll get there in a second. We got the Saints and the Bears. I'm going Saints. I feel like that was maybe the one no-brainer the whole weekend. Saints and Bears.
That's the one no-brainer?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Okay, go.
Is Michael Thomas back?
Yeah, he playing.
The Bears have been on
I don't think
tear,
it matters. That defense,
Saints have not played good football in a minute right now.
Yeah, Saints have been slack. Bears have been playing some great ass football.
I'm going Bears. I think Khalil Mack's going to dominate.
I'll take the Saints. Saints for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Saints too, but I don't think it's gonna be a blowout like Kev's making.
Bears, man, I gotta go with the team. You know what I mean? I'm going Bears.
I go Saints.
Okay. So late night game, we got the Browns and the Steelers.
Browns.
I'm going Browns for shits and giggles, man. I think Baker got some fire. He got a point to prove. I'm going Baker.
Browns by 30. Steelers are not good.
Oh.
They have not been playing good football at all as of recent.
This is nuts. They haven't been, but Jesus, like last game they sat there.
30. They're not going to beat them by 30. But
okay, good. I'm glad you said that.
I'm joking. I think Browns are going to beat them now.
I don't. Still show.
Yeah, I got Steelers. I got Steelers.
I want the Steelers to win because I'm really a big fan of Mike Tomlin. But I think the quick game, they don't, they're predictable. I got the Browns, man. Got the Browns.
Playoff Ben is different.
And that's the thing. Playoff Ben is, I don't know if he can do playoff Ben stuff anymore. I think he knows it, and I think with playoff Ben, it depends. If Ben plays whatever the offensive scheme is and doesn't throw 45 times just because he wants to, or he plays the scheme, they run the ball, then we're talking. But I think Ben's ego is going to get in the way.
I think the Browns are arguably going to be missing a lot of players because of COVID.
Yeah, I forgot about
that. And the head coach.
Yeah, and their head coach. So it's going to be, and they're playing in Pittsburgh. Not that the location matters at all at this point because it's not like really no fans there to kind of make a huge difference. But
they're both next door, so
yeah. But yeah, I'm going with Steelers, and the fact that they've been there before. This is all new to the Browns.
I think Juju's comment gave them everything they needed to know.
Yeah, fast.
Juju made another comment about the Browns, and it's going to give them ammunition that they don't need. You know what I mean? So they're going to be ready. And hopefully Juju can we seen what happened last time. Juju decided to do what he was doing. So with all that
damn thing.
Yeah, they're going to be ready for Juju because of his comments. And instead of Juju was quiet, he might have got out of this one.
Yeah, they still got to worry about Claypool. They still got a couple other people they got to worry about.
And they got Denzel Ward.
I'm not a huge fan of Claypool, bro. Not saying that he's not good. I just don't think he's as good as everybody. I'm with Trev as far as I don't think the Steelers are as good as their record said it is. I've been saying that for a while. I think they might be a little catfish, but I'm not sure. I don't feel the same way about Claypool as everybody else does.
Who else got, Hev? Who else got?
That's all again.
That's game for the day. 6 games.
Well, shit,
Who
man.
got winning the Super Bowl?
Oh, come on, man. Green Bay.
KC.
No. Well, we don't got to say who winning. What teams you taking? AFC, NFC?
Oh.
NFC.
You taking Green Bay and who else? Who they playing?
Green Bay versus the Bills.
And
yes, And yes, DZ, I'm saying the Bills, even though they're not going to win by 10.
Okay. So they're not going to win by 10 in that game, but they're going to beat Kansas City.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they have the defense to go with Kansas City.
Just to get it out there because you said it. That was mine. That's my pick. That's my pick. I got Bills Green Bay in the Super Bowl, but I think I got Bills winning it though.
You picked the Bills winning it because you wore the jersey.
Nah, not even.
I'm going KC.
You don't think the Bills are going to win by 10 tomorrow, but you think they're going to beat Kansas City?
Because I think it's like that. The first round of playoff games is always a tricky one. Is what I mean by that. So it's not about do I think they can't put up the points. It's that first game. There's so much that can happen that's ugly, whatever. Then that you get the comfortableness back. You get the rhythm back. You get all this stuff back. So I don't think it's about whether they can put up the points or not because I believe they can. I just think in that first game, it's just a lot of different emotions. Right, and then you settle in, which is why I think they're going to win because they're going to be like, all right, we're going to settle down, we're going to play our game, and they're going to win. That doesn't mean they're going to win by more than 10. They may win by 10, but they're not going to win more than 10.
That's what I said, 10 or better. They're going to win by 10 at least. That was my thing, 10 or better.
All right, I'm still going to die on that hill. I'll die.
I don't think the spread has to do anything with them winning the.
That's
no.
The whole thing.
I'm making out. But who are they playing? Is my point.
They're playing the Colts.
Okay.
I think as far as like when you talk about them and KC, I just think they have enough power. They have enough firepower on the offensive side to kind of just somewhat match KC. But I think their defense is a little better than KC's.
A lot better.
A lot better. I think they're more of a complete team.
Yes.
They're arguably the most complete team in the NFL.
Okay.
Outside of Green Bay.
And Green Bay got the X
Green Bay is complete? Green Bay is not complete.
That defense has been trending in the right direction.
Not complete. Green Bay is dying on the offense. They're dying on the secondary.
Whoa.
Like, that is the strength of the team, is the secondary and the offense. You have the best quarterback in the league, arguably one of the best receivers in the league. Your running back duo was a dogs.
We found a new
Aaron
one.
Jones, Williams.
We found that
he was toting too.
He was toting. I like it.
Dylan.
But your run defense isn't good. They beat the shit out of whatchamacallit because they got up enough to where they had to pass the ball.
We're
they
putting
just
up 40
dominated.
points. Our run defense is good enough. We stopped the run against Derrick Henry and them boys. Let's see if the Ravens can do it.
It was in
We're
the
good
snow.
enough, bro.
Snow is usually a good game for the running backs, though, because they're going to get the ball a lot.
No, what they did, and that's why actually what defense it was, what they did was they got him before he got going. Before his feet could start moving, they got him. They're not doing that. They're not doing that in Tennessee.
If you get any running back before they get going, is how you stop them.
That's my point. But it was the snow that helped him. He couldn't make them cuts.
Derrick Henry doesn't cut anyway. He throws one weak-ass stiff arm when he's going to go to the sideline, and everybody hypes it, and he still doesn't get a yak off of it. Like Derrick Henry,
my man's cuts though.
Derrick Henry picks and chooses battle. I ain't really never seen him bring it to anybody, his linebackers or nothing. He'll find a DB going on the angle and give a stiff arm. Derrick Henry, let's go, man.
Okay. You just proved my point. How do you get to a DB from a linebacker if you don't make the cut to go outside? Stop fronting my man's speed, yo. Stop fronting my man's speed.
You get the tackle.
No,
he gets up to the second level pretty easy. The Titans' offense is a mauling offense. They get you.
Okay.
They getting on the linebackers and stuff now.
Okay.
And they also, if you watch the way they scheme it where they leave a corner one-on-one with them.
Exactly.
That's what everybody does. They go to like a nub tight end or something like that. You put the corner there, boom, to the insert. They take that person. He chips up to the safety or the linebacker. Now you're one-on-one with a corner. Derrick Henry, come on, man. This is what I'm saying. If I'm playing Derrick Henry, I'm striking up my chin straps real quick, and I'm going full speed into him one time, and we're gonna turn it up.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
And he gonna get.
I'm not doing that.
That's not a good way to go about that because you're gonna lose
Josh
that
Norman
battle.
found that the hard way. He said, "Oh." Josh Norman
like a
thought
floppy fish.
No, I think Derrick Henry. I think he's fast for his size, but he's not nearly as fast as. I think nobody really wants to tackle him because he's getting to the second. He's getting to the second and third level untouched. And I don't want that. Nobody really wants that smoke. Nobody really wants that smoke.
I would have it 10 yards. I'm gonna line up in a sprinter stance, and as soon as I see that tight end come, whatever, or my run read, I'm flying. Let's go. I'm not waiting. Let's go. Bull neck, taking the knees out, and I'm gonna bring it to him. He needs to get got, and I guarantee his game's gonna change, which the Packers did. They got to him, and he didn't want to really go up in there. Sprinter stance. Go get him, safeties.
All right.
Brandon Williams and Calais Campbell, baby.
Tannehill also can't throw in the snow. He threw some
He
ducks in the snow. If Tannehill was more efficient in that game, that would have changed the whole landscape of it.
But I think Tannehill is going to only be efficient off the run game. We all know that.
Exactly.
So that's why
they're in Tennessee.
That benefits a run team in the snow. Benefits a team that lacks passing anyway.
I don't think they lack it. I don't want to say that.
It's catfish.
Okay, we're gonna see.
You got to load 8 in the box.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to cover AJ Brown,
which is why
one-on-one
passing. So once you stop the run and make him pass, like you always say about Lamar Jackson, Tannehill ain't all that with better receivers than Lamar Jackson.
True, but do you really think Lamar Jackson passes better than Tannehill?
If he had AJ Brown and the other boy, Corey Davis, yeah.
I think it's about the same.
No, stop it.
Stop the same.
They're running 3 tight end sets. How can we even talk about accuracy? And he ain't got no receivers. Dak Bryant's the best one already.
I was gonna say
Hollywood Brown
and Hollywood Brown.
It's a deep threat. Deep threats are not always good unless you're Tyreek Hill, who's a complete deep threat. Hollywood Brown's not like that. He's good. He's a deep threat. He's not gonna get you 90 catches. 100 plus catches and all this. Like, he's not a number one guy. Is what I'm saying. He needs somebody that's gonna complement his game.
Mm-hmm.
So why did they get rid of Hayden Hurst then?
Because why are you talking about like Hayden Hurst is actually having a good season?
That was his number one receiver.
But
no.
Andrews was number 2.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
It don't matter. That was his duo and his comfort blanket, and that was the best.
No. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Hayden Hurst wasn't a number one guy, right? You can't mask up not having number one receiver. Like when you talk about number one receiver, think about them. Devontae Adams is a number one receiver. See what I'm saying?
Okay, Greg Olsen in Carolina, he was a number one receiver at tight end.
Yes,
right or wrong?
Yes, and that's why. Cam
went to the Super Bowl, right? And
what happened?
Okay, he lost to the best defense that probably was ever formed. Like, it happens. But Greg Olsen was the number one receiver.
And Cam always longed for that number one receiver. That's why Kelvin Bent, they tried to get Kelvin. They didn't get a number one receiver. I'm not saying you're having a bunch of number twos trying to mask up a number one guy. Like DeAndre Hopkins, a number one receiver. Right? There's number ones. There's clear-cut number ones. A Julio Jones is a number one receiver. Antonio Brown in his prime, number one receiver. Michael Thomas, number one receiver. They are guys who can do.
The Eagles won a Super Bowl with Alshon Jeffrey as their number one receiver.
And at that time, he was okay. Alshon Jeffrey was a big target. He could run every route. He could do it all. Yes.
That's my point. He's a number 2 receiver.
Now he can sustain it.
Back then he wasn't a number 2 receiver. That's why Chicago got rid of him.
I know. I came in the same year as him.
I know that. That's why I brought that up.
we ain't gonna die on this hill. It has been a pleasure. We're gonna end it right here. We're gonna come back to what is a number one receiver. It's been real. Happy for the season to finally kick off. We're gonna talk about our technical difficulties that we had in the last episode. Shout out to Kev Fan. All right. What's up, DZ? Any lasting words, man, for the people?
I don't even want to talk to Kev, fan. He's the reason we up this late. I'd have been asleep right now, but Kev need an hour and a half to download Skype.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, I was waiting for y'all, man. Y'all over here with 7 usernames.
Well, it's been real. Tune in to episode 2. Adaptability episode 1, adaptability. You heard?
Here.
This ain't the life that we chose, but it's the life that we live in. Know we belong on the top, but we ain't tripping, cause we'll get there in